Restrictions to access to information and the filing of lawsuits against media outfits are all factors that limit the freedom of the press in Ghana. That's among the observations of veteran journalist Adam Harris, who is the editor-in-chief at Culture News and journalist at Prime News. He has more than 4 decades of experience in the print and electronic media.
As soon as people realize that you want to say something, they go to the courts and they try to get an injunction. And they file a writ. Now, we journalists have to defend that writ, and lawyers don't come cheap. So to silence you, they force you to pay money, even if they don't want to continue with the case. They say, well, there is an injunction.
In the local media landscape, directives and restrictions are common. However, when compared with other countries, journalists function in relatively safe conditions.
It's not really fair to say that we can carry out our job without interference. None of us has ever attempted to carry a full-blown story on a major drug dealer. And there's a reason for that. Because we expect the drug dealer will come after us. So we do superficial stories, we report what happened in the court. We don't get killed because we try to take care of ourselves.
It is always the duty of the media as a fourth estate to do checks and balances in terms of good governance, according to Namila Baines-Uro, who is an editor at a government information agency. She too has a number of years of experience in the media.
Well, basically, Handel, it's fair and balanced. And like I would always tell you, and every other reporter that I have trained, that it's always important to get all the sides of the story and verify it. Because people say what they want people to hear, and they always want their sides of the story.
It is no doubt that the local media fraternity has a high turnover in Ghana, mainly influenced by inadequacy of remuneration. Secretary of the Ghana Press Association and reporter at Capital News, Ivor Wharton, spoke about the warped expectations of aspiring media operatives.
The sort of, what do we say, glamour, sort of excited a lot of us, and then when we get into it, you realize that it's not all about the glitz and glamour. It's actually hard work, and it's either you stick with it or you move on.
Just last week, the Ghana Press Association conducted an anti-suicide workshop for media workers. The body is moving to organize other professional training soon. U.S. Ambassador Perry Holloway in a statement said that this year's World Press Freedom Day is especially significant in Ghana because as the government nears completion of its first full year in office and on the heels of the first local government elections in over 22 years, the press has a critical role in educating and informing the public on issues that are going to have a lasting impact for years to come. Handel Duncan, HGP Nightly News.